What's up, guys? I'm going live real quick. Last minute, spur of the moment, because we got some CGC to unbox, and it might be a little while before I have another one of these. I'm preparing for an auction tonight. I'm getting stuff shipped out from last week. Got a lot of stuff going on right now, but I just wanted to take this opportunity to give you guys a little bit of content and do a very rare live CGC unboxing that I do not know the grades for. From here on out, it's all going to be stuff that I've submitted myself. So to be honest, it's going to be difficult for me to not look at the grades ahead of time. But this is from an original submission that I used a presser for. And so it's the last batch from this like 80 book job that I put in with my original presser. Now I press my own books, but this was from quite a while ago. And as some of you know, magazine tier takes the longest. So welcome into the room if you're just joining me. Not a lot of people here, but we're just gonna have fun looking at, a live CGC unboxing, surprise grades. So if this is what, could have done that a little more smoothly. If this is what I think it is, it's gonna be a magazine tier submission, okay? Magazines are their own tier and they take a long ass time. To be honest, it's probably why I haven't yet submitted any of my last Ronins, because I would just not see them for another 6 months. I don't think you can expedite it either. So let's see what we got. I think we're gonna have two Savage Sword of Conans, issue number 1 and 2. I had hopes for a 9.8 on issue 1, guys. I gotta be honest. Issue 2, I think I had hopes for a 9.6. So I think these books are pricey in those grades. We're gonna see how we did, but these were just, I didn't get a chance to look at them after the press, but pre-press, they looked really good. They looked like they had a lot of potential. So let's see how we did. All right, they indeed look like larger format books. I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on this because I've got a lot of work to do to finish preparing for tonight and getting stuff shipped out from last week. I do have an auction tonight on Instagram at 8 p.m. Eastern, going live with AR Comics, a nice, awesome member of the YouTube community. All right, so let's get it started, guys. Let's see what we got. I'm going to try to do the whole surprise unboxing thing. What's the best method here? I'm going to look. Need to get my bearings. Okay, here's the front of the book. This is Savage Sword number. Trying not to spoil it for myself, but still know what book I'm getting. All right, so just orienting myself. Very complicated here. Try not to look. It's very awkward. All right. Did we do it? Okay, this is Savage Sword of Conan number 2. All right, so this is number 2. We're going to do number 1 after this one. This is my first magazine-sized slab back. It's kind of nice. I like how hefty it is. It looks really nice in the frame. I'm going to take a look at the book. See how it pressed out. Yeah, it does have a few spine ticks on it that wouldn't have pressed out. So I would be happy. The back looks nice and clean. I would expect probably like a 9.0 on this, maybe 8.5. Let's see how we did. 8.5, there we go. All right, 8.5 on Savage Sword number 2. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. It's weird when you just get it back in from the winter. It's like the slab is all frosty. It's like making these like little thumbprints on the slab and stuff. Really cool book. 8.5 off-white to white. King Kull story with art by Howard Chaykin. Mike Zeck frontispiece. Cool Zeck cover, I guess. No, this is a Neil Adams cover. So frontispiece is something in the interior, I guess. This is a cool Neil Adams cover in an 8.5. Pretty high grade for a Bronze Age magazine. Nice. I like it. All right, let's see how we did on issue number 1. Let's see if we can do a little better on this one. All right. Taking it out of the plastic. Here is Savage Sword number 1, and we got some damage. We've got some damage here, guys. Damn it. I'm having some bad luck with slab damage these days. Well, we'll be sending this back in for a reholder, whatever it is. Let's see how the book is doing. I think the book is doing pretty good. Yeah, this one looked really good to me. I was hoping for something in the 9s. Maybe 9.4, 9.6. Let's see what we got. 9.4. All right. So we got a 9.4 on it, but we got a cracked slab. Bummer, man. It looked like the box was doing okay. I don't know what went wrong here. It took so damn long to get this out here. It doesn't even look cracked. It looks like it maybe could snap back together. I don't know. It came apart somehow. I'll fuss with that later. But that's cool. We got a 9.4 and an 8.5 on my Savage Sword of Conan's. Not too shabby. Let's look up the GPA just for funsies. Just for funsies. Let's see here. Let's share screen for a tab. GPA analysis. Let's try this. Okay, let's look up. Should be in my saved titles here. Savage Sword. Nope, it's not. All right, so let's search for it here. Savage Sword. I'm exhausted, you guys. I basically stayed up all night last night and most of today just prepping for this auction tonight. I'm way behind on shipping. Okay, so issue number 2. The 9.8s are going up and up. 440 and a 9.8. 8.5 sitting down here at a lowly $62, only sale in the last year. Oh well. Nothing to write home about. I guess I was hoping for something in the 9s on that. Mostly had high hopes for the issue 1. So let's see issue 1 here. 9.8s of this are floating around 600, and the 9.4 around 200. All right. Okay, a little bit underwhelming. I think I was hoping to kind of pay for this submission with a 9.6 or better on this one. So what are you gonna do? You know, it's funny with it already cracked like this. It's like tempting to resubmit it or something. I'm gonna take a look at the book really closely and maybe check out the grader's notes. This one, the key is let me get out of this sharing. The key here is Black Mark series by Gil Kane begins. Red Sonja story, King Kull article by Glenn Lord. It's interesting. These magazines had so much stuff going on in them. There's like, you know, a million different stories in each one, lots of different artists, lots of different writers. They're really cool. The interiors are mostly all black and white, I think, and the covers are nice, oversized painted covers. This is a cover by Boris, who did a lot of these. So yeah. So we got a 9.4 white pager on this. I just wonder if we couldn't get better on this. But I do see a couple of breaks that would be tough to press out if I were to take another crack at it. So maybe this is the top of the line for it. But still a really cool book. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be reholdered regardless. So hey, maybe I'll just resubmit it even without pressing it again. Just see if I get different results the second time. But then it would take another 5 months to get back to me. So I don't really want to do that. I want them to holder this pronto. Maybe I'll do a little work on it for fun. We'll make it a project. All right, so that will do it for tonight, guys. I just want to do a real quick CGC unboxing. What's up, Dwayne? How's it going? Thanks for joining. We had a Savage Sword of Conan #1 and a 9.4 white pagers. White Pages. That's a Red Sonja key according to Key Collector. I think it's the first time she has a chainmail bikini, if I do recall, or maybe it's a Red Sonja origin or something like that. And then issue 2 I wanted to get graded because it's a dope Neil Adams cover. This is an 8.5 Neil Adams cover. Thanks, Brian. Yeah, I think it was something like that. I think it was something crazy like that. The CGC turnaround times are bonkers. CGC grading process. Or maybe services and fees. So yeah, looking down here, reholder. Should be 10 days for a reholder, only $10. Oh no, maybe that's trading cards. Whoops. 25 days for a reholder, $15. Okay, so that's a good option. That's a good option, especially for my first appearance of nulls that got cracked, not from CGC, but from another seller. So let's see here. Looking at the magazines. Right now, the turnaround time that they're saying is 72 working days. 72 working days. So does that mean 5 working days a week? That would be what, like 7 weeks, 14 weeks, right? 14 weeks or so? So 14 weeks is like 3.5 months, and it was probably worse than that. So yeah, I think it was 4 to 5 months, I think. Because you know what? It's probably, they say working days. I bet with COVID and holidays and stuff, there's a lot of non-working days in that span. Like everything seemed to slow down to a halt around Christmas and New Year's. Like some of my packages that I sent before Christmas didn't get even scanned in at CGC until like January 8th or 7th or something like that. So there was definitely some dead time in there for all across the board for every kind of tier. All right, but that will do it, guys. We got our Conans back. This completes that epic CGC submission from 4 or 5 months ago. We have all our books back now. Now with CGC Now, just for funsies, I'll show you guys. I'll share my screen and show you what I have with CGC Now because I'm procrastinating what I actually need to be doing. Now, where am I? Okay, sharing screen. All right, I'm going to share with you. Here. Okay, I think we're sharing this now. So here I have 2 things scheduled for grading right now. And I have a Fabric signing book, the 1 in 450, 3 Jokers is with them now. Only received. It's been with them since November 24th, and they've not scheduled it for grading yet. So that's only still in the received status. Another 25 book pre-screen submission, only in the received status since January 16th. That's 12 days ago. And then the schedule for grading, I have this one modern book. I think this is for a customer. The X-Files Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Conspiracy. That I think was for a customer. Yeah, I think it's for a customer. I gotta remind myself who that's for. I have it written down somewhere. And then this pre-screen selection, I have these 25 books in scheduled for grading right now. So X-Men 12, that's the first cover of High Summoner. Some of these are pretty minor books, but still cool to have in a 9.8 if they come back, if all goes well. I've got Drac and New Dawn, the 1 per store Virgin. We only find them when they're dead. That might be a cover A. Something's Killing number 12 variant cover. That might be an incentive. A 1 per store Once in Future. Static number 1. Department of Truth 2. I think that's the 1 in 25. I have the Dr. Seuss Ice Cream Man. Dr. Fate number 1 from 2015. Canto 2 Hollow Men number 1 incentive. Ms. Marvel 31, that's a minor key. Mega Man Fully Charged, 1 per store. Love that vintage cover. 2 of the Raza Miles Morales 18, which is cool because I think some of that clone stuff is coming into play spec-wise. Spider-Man 13, that's the first Billy Morales, I believe. Star Wars Adventures 1 Incentive. Venom 25 second printing. Dead End Kid Suburban Job. Now this I'm pretty excited about because I got, that just came out this week. And he pre-released this really limited cover. It's a virgin cover, I think only 75 printed. And I had the opportunity to buy it because I think I watched one of his interviews on some YouTube channel. The creator, whose name escapes me right now. And so I'm kind of psyched because I'm going to get that back somewhat soon in time for whatever hype there is around the series. So sometimes, you send something in and it takes so long to get back that whatever hype is around it is gone already. With this, I got it so far ahead of the official release that even with the pre-screen and all that, I think I'm going to get it back in a relevant time span to the actual release. Here's the Jimenez 1 in 25 for Batman 102. Department of Truth 1 cover C. That's the 1 in 10, I think. Here's 7 Secrets Franny. 2 of those. 2 more of the Akira homage cover for 7 Secrets 1. Here's a War of the Realms New Agents number 1 cover A. 92 Jimenez variant and 3 Jokers number 1. I didn't submit that many 3 Jokers for grading. I literally only picked like the best 2 that I thought might get 9.9. So like out of like dozens of copies, I pruned it down and pruned it down and pruned it down to just the most nitpicky copies because I've watched Very Gary, grab those 9.9s out of a pre-screen. I don't need all those 9.8s. I just want a 9.9 or 2. So I think I've only submitted 2 of the regular covers in total. And it's just simply based on condition. What's going on, Agent Ewing? Did I send in the Eternals? I haven't sent in, Brian. DLE says if you send a book that's signed to CGC, but don't want it verified, will they factor it into the grade? DLE, that's a good question. It's sort of a long answer. The short answer is you cannot send a signed book into CGC that is not verified by them. If you want to do that, you want to use CBCS. You don't want to use CGC. CGC will give you a green qualified label on your book, and nobody likes a green label. No good. So don't send any signed books to CGC. Send books that you want to have signed to CGC if they have an event. Like Eastman has an event with them, and Fabic and Anderson and Jeff Johns and, who else? Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman. All those guys have events right now going on. You want to send it in so that they can be witnessed by CGC. That's the only way CGC will give you that gold label. Otherwise, they'll give you a green. But CBCS does verify. No, don't want a green label. No bueno. So CBCS does provide that service of verifying an existing signature. So that's where you want to send it. Brian says, did I send in the Eternals? I'm trying to think which Eternals you mean. I haven't sent in any of my personal copies yet. I'm waiting till I have time to work on them in terms of pressing and cleaning to get them really up to shape. So I've got them kind of waiting in the wings. Any remaining copies of Eternals that I have, I still have waiting to work on. How's it going, Agent Ewing? All right, guys, I'm going to go back to preparing for tonight. We're going live at 8 p.m. with AR Comics on Instagram. MM Comic Sales, of course, if you didn't know, but I'm pretty sure you guys all know me from there. So thanks for watching, everybody. Just wanted to do a real quick video for these CGC books. Magazine size. All right. Thanks, guys. See you tonight, hopefully.